Hi, welcome back. I'm Amaya Tempest, and this is Hogwarts Legacy Part 2. Oh no, it's not connected to my controller. Oh, there we go. Okay, so what we have done in the previous part was we got attacked by a dragon and somehow got teleported into ruins. And from the ruins, we got teleported into Gringotts, and now we are here in Hogwarts, in the Slytherin room, because I'm Slytherin. And now we need to find the common room. We can run. Oh, I can run.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Okay.
That new fifth year.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Wonder where they're from. About that poor man from the ministry. Did you see the yeah, the sorting ceremony last night? Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
A little room, everyone. Let them through.
That is not helpful.
Suspense. Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Figgs who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Professor Figg and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What were you reading?
What book were you reading?
A spellbook I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
That is kind of sus, but sure. Say anything? Where am I wandering?
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
What? Let me see. Okay, let's pick you.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you and Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Let's be kind for now.
Perhaps Professor Figg's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen Wizard Chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
I can't play chess.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Okay, now ominous.
I really hope we get to see, or at least hear one today.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new fifth year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Right.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Ooh, what's this? What the moves? Oh, that's cool. Is there anything else I can interact with? I know this thing spins. Can I spin it? Okay, that thing spins.
Obviously, Hogwarts is the best wizarding school in the world.
There's nothing else. Yes. I can't sit. That's that. Oops, sorry. Oh, no. I don't do well upstairs. I would not survive in this common reminder.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level
I
exams.
do not know the
They will
spelling
determine
out.
what type of career you can have when you leave here.
I've been reading
After
yes,
much
and stuff like
discussion
that.
with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
That's cool.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
What's this? I can't place anything.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate
need a
yourself
guide in real
about
life.
wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
I need to change the settings a bit. Here, unlock the field guide challenge. The progress towards completing challenges appears here. Listen first. Review your visiting level. XP earned from challenges increase your level and power. The field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenge menu to continue. Collecting your first guide page unlocks a challenge category. New challenges you will unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. Select your guide page to continue. Each challenges has tiers. Special rewards unlocked at each tier you complete, from appearance to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from challenges menu. Come up and collect rewards here. First, I want settings. I should cut this part out. Anything like that? Yeah. Yes. Always my clothes. Why not? Maybe it's further into the game, then I get to change my outfits. Collections. Whatever. Kelpie statue. This statue depicts the Kelpie, a shape-shifting water demon native to Ireland and Great Britain, which usually takes the form of a long-lean horse. The largest Kelpie ever reported is the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland. That's interesting. Professor.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Oh yeah, I can get out of the castle too. That when I was stopped using it. But then let's go.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You discovered a Flute Flame fast travel point. You can open the map at any time to fast travel to any discovered Flute Flame. Open map. Let's open that. Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live, and includes the house common rooms and Great Hall. Select Grand Staircase region to continue. In this view, you can see the field flame available in that region. Green field flame represents flames you have discovered, including your own house common room. Gray field flames reveals the location of undiscovered flames. The right side of the map is where you find academic points of interest, including astronomy tower, library, and greenhouses. Select the library and next region to continue. Professor Weasley has unlocked the central hall. Few things for you. Use right stick to rotate the map and fast travel to the central hall to favorite text.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You
There
can
we
get
go.
almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Hogsmeade.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls.
My
A
first class was
mastery
in
of
potion.
Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack.
Yeah,
My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry we have to lie.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Revelio.
No? Okay.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Not my map. The field guide map shows Professor Hagrid's class in the lower section. Oh gosh, dyslexia is hitting hard. The field guide's map shows Professor Hagrid's class is in the lower section of the astronomy wing. I could get lost in this castle. I may need to use the charm compass in the field guide to help me find the way. Oh gosh. Okay, so this represents main quest. Completing main quest will further the story, unlocks new features, and grants XP. Some quests are locked by spells or level requirements. In this case, you will need to be the required level and or have the required spells to activate quests. New spells can be earned by completing professor assignments or as quest rewards. Track a quest with A to continue.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand.
Oh,
You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Compass. A charm compass will lead you to anything you are tracking. Oh, this is first.
Revelio.
Relax. Statue of Gregory the Smarmy. This statue is with an engraved in green, depicts the medieval wizard Gregory the Smarmy. The wizard famous for inventing Gregory's unctuous unction, a potion that makes the drinker believe whoever gave them the potion is their best friend. And at the same time makes me dyslexic.
What are you up to
There's
now?
something else too. A dash of powdered bath spleen, I think.
Who shits? Reveal. Oh. Okay, I can't go in there yet. Oh, I love that the portraits are actually moving. It'd be hilarious if they can like interact with student, but you know, it's probably impossible. Okay, never mind. Let's go to class. Let's go to class. Let me out. Out. Oh my gosh. Okay, the clouds are slightly pixelated, but oh gosh, it's beautiful. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it so much. Oh, statue. Your house was there? No? Ooh, there's something on the opposite side though. Ah, this is inside. There's two chests inside. Mm. Pet! Can I pet you? I can pet the cat! Huh? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Configuration code. Is that Phineas?
Revelio.
Nice and warm. Potions is dull and charms is dire. Nothing's as clever as playing with fire.
Hey, potion isn't dumb. This is like green bears. Oh. There's something right outside here. Oh, it was... okay. Time to get to class.
Revelio. I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Why would anyone want to send a secret love letter? If you want to win me,
I can drink it.
butterbeer and 3 broomsticks.
Oh, there's something I can...
Revelio.
There we go. Ogre skeleton. This is a skeleton of an Irish phoenix oracle. Ogre? An intensely shy bird who can forecast the coming of rain and whose mournful cry was once believed to foretell death. Time to go in the class. And yeah, collect. Nice. Available side quests can be found inside regions of Hogwarts marked as and discovered by exploring the world. This quest rewards XP but did not advance me. Story. Makes sense. Okay. Oliver Gallery Spectacles. A pair of spectacles for the stalwarts explorers of Hogwarts. Earned by discovering field guide pages in Hogwarts. Yeah, right. this 10. Oh, yeah. I wonder where my robe. Where is it? Is it right here? Yes. It's not there. Yeah? No. Oh well. Maybe I'll stick us. We'll figure this out.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Stupefy!
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Oh, I wish I was actually a witch. I want to go to Hogwarts.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
If I remember how.
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a good man.
Protego, I do enjoy lively duel. All my students for this adept.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling Battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So,
like
I'd
10
advise you
different
to keep
creatures
practicing
they just
whenever you
mentioned.
can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Right? Oh.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done. Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
There's a lot in this chest, is there? Oh, the dragons are cool.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be
Just
quiet
play
if you
their
like,
minds.
but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
There's something here?
Revelio.
Is it just a class?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I should like to retire to a small.
Ooh, legendary. Nice. Map shows Professor Ronen's classes in the astronomy building. This console is enormous. I mean, he used the charm compass into guide to help me find my way. I definitely will need that even in real life. I just really can read incredible. But super cute.
One just like Brockborough.
Revelio.
Is it upstairs? Probably. Where is it downstairs? Okay. Oh, cut. I must cut.
I'm sorry!
What? This is There's way too many stairs in Hogwarts.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us
Revelio.
necessarily want him to get back to the
Forget to
lesson.
give me that book on ancient runes. Or in case I don't see you.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm?
Exhausted.
I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
I knew.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
I love how they do the spell thing.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
I need the magic.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Eh?
This man has more energy than me in my life.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as splendid happens to the best of us. That's it!
There we go.
Excellent control there.
Oh.
Not to worry.
No.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
Oh,
There
damn.
we go.
Okay.
Accio!
No, don't come out. No.
Stay focused.
Let us see this.
Listen.
Splendid!
Here we
Okay,
go!
there we go. God dang it. I want to rewrite.
Accio!
Oh, that was too early.
Nicely done.
I want to retry. Retry.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Oh gosh.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. There we go.
Accio!
No.
That's it.
Watch this. Oh, dear me.
That might be a bit too late. Yeah.
Don't lose your composure.
Let us see this.
Accio!
was way too fast.
Quite impressive.
Yeah, kind of sad.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Oh well. It was a fun music video. Just so pretty.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can
A
use
word,
Accio
if you would.
wands, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
I'm gonna lie, he seems like a fun teacher.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you? Hello. You wanted to speak to me.
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
What is this?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flat.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough! You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Oh, okay. I can't understand how this thing works. Second. Two. And the 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is what I'm thinking. Is it not? Oh well. I'll try to figure it out another time.
Lumos.
Nope.
Accio.
There we go. I did it. That's so cool.
Something nice to you, it's only because they want
Us. Use the upper claws. Okay. Oops, that wasn't what I was.
Revelio.
Oh. Oh. What is in the potion in here?
Revelio. What are you up to now?
means there is something.
Protego!
Nope.
Revelio.
Professor Fay, as if my schedule wasn't congested enough. The ministry has charged me with arranging a rather inconvenient arrival of a new student at Hogwarts of 5th year. Professor Weasley insisted they will need an escort and a mentor to help them acclimatize before term begin. I've assigned the task to you. Please see Professor Weasley for detail. Professor Phineas Magellan's Black Headmaster. If only was an escort, I would have called in keys. Oh no. Oh.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I lose track of quests. Here. There's something. Okay. Is there something here? Let's try here actually. Now let's see. It's this is what happens when you're not used to a controller and start sprinting. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Revelio.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
Revelio.
Map of our Shire. This might look at our Argyllshire. Argyllshire. A region in Scotland which contains the Hebrides, native home of the Hebrideans, Black Dragon.
Sebastian lost a duel?
Talk about this?
I
If I could undo all that happened that day, I would!
Oh no, the ghosts. What is that? No?
Accio!
No. Okay.
Levioso!
No. Okay. Maybe something else. No, no.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Oh, hello.
Revelio!
No.
Lumos! Accio! Levioso!
Oh. Am I smart? No, I'm not. Right. Oh.
Can I help you?
Oh my gosh.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does crossed ones work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Not now.
Perhaps later.
Come back when you're feeling up to it, if ever.
Sure. Oh wait, do I have to? Okay, fine.
Hello, Lucan. I wanted to talk to you about crossed wands.
Ah, look who's back. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Deal. Actually, I should with control spells like Levitation spell Levioso. Target locked lets you track enemy without aiming. Use the right to change target while locked.
Expulso!
Mind the one!
Levioso!
Act like a winner!
Defendo!
Tego!
Descendo!
Don't shy away now.
Bringo!
Expulso!
There goes my wager.
No.
That looks painful. Care to try another round?
Yes. Don't count me out yet.
Brilliant!
Okay. I need to remember the controls.
Levioso! Lumos! Lutego!
Confringo!
Expulso!
Oh my gosh, pick it up.
Lumos!
Give 'em what for!
Levioso!
Levioso!
Okay, I'm bad with the controller.
What to do?
Nice work! Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Okay. Let's see. What's... try that. It's spot icon. Oh, there we go. There. Couple. I'll mute with Professor Weasley, and I'll end the video after the cutscene. If there's a cutscene. And we'll do the whole Hogsmeade part in the next episode. Is that getting bad? Oops.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
No. Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Potion shops.
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'm sorry, Sebastian, but I kind of like Natty more. Let's go with Natty.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavoury local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
I want a butterbeer. Oh, we get to learn new Carol. Professor Ronan would like to speak with me about some additional assignment. Oh, that's adorable. Right. Rebellion pages. Okay, the map that I 100% butchered the name on. I'm sorry if I butchered it. Botanical bronze leaf, a carved floral handle design in white wood with bronze vine leaves. Oh, it's a wand handle. Okay, that's interesting. And of course, there's an exclamation mark in the middle. I have nothing to add on. Right. Sure, means starting on. Okay. First things first. Let's see the view. And this is where I'm going to be stopping for the night. As you can see, it is 3 AM for me. I will continue this in the next episode with the additional assignments. There. Speak to Professor Ronan to receive your first assignment. Assignments are types of quests given to you by Hogwarts professors that, when completed, rewards you with new spells. The reward for completing your first assignment will be the Mending Charm, Reparo, which is required to complete other quests. You can track assignments and their progress in the quest making of your field guide. Okay. Anyways. Like I said, it's quite late for me, so I'm going to end the video here. Yeah, if you like it so far, please consider liking the video and subscribing. That's all for now. Bye!